I think just telling the students, I'm here for you and I want to help you, and please come and tell me what to do to best serve you, goes a long way.
The less densely packed with assignments you can make the calendar. I think the more breathing room there is, the more you can kind of, if something comes up, there's still lots of time for them to keep working on that assignment. And then having, multiple lower stakes assignments also mean if something goes wrong, somebody has an issue with one of those assignments, it's less of a big deal than if there's, an exam.
I share my slides with my students ahead of time. The way I do it, though, is I don't necessarily put that in the syllabus. I ask them at the first day of class, do you want me to share my slides? They say yes, I share them. I'm always able to then talk about how, just so you know, it's a privilege that I share the slides. You should come to class. You should participate, all of these things. Maybe it makes some people not come to class. But again, I'm thinking about what learning and for which students. I would suspect that the people who don't come to class, because I gave them the slides, are people who were already going to be able to figure it out really easily and probably weren't that interested in the first place. And they are the people that probably weren't going to get that much out of my class.
Because a lot of accessibility challenges can be related to, or even just reading or accessing material in the first place. One of the easiest changes that I made on that front was to really emphasize web-based, presentations, web-based notes, et cetera, versus relying on PowerPoints, for example, or PDFs, where it might be a little more challenging to make some of those changes.
Another thing that I do is, rather than doing this back and forth on missed class, I just have a certain amount of automatically excused absences. I want to treat the students like they are responsible adults and give them the opportunities to kind of use some amount of autonomy to deal with life stresses, to deal with emergencies, to deal with things that happen.
For me, it is very important to consider your physical space because of the sensory needs, not just of the students, but we should also honor our needs. Really think about what is it that you need to make that space comfortable for you. And then, how can you make it a space where people are going to be feeling comfortable? Allow students to fidget. So if you don't have fidgets like I do, maybe at the very least tell them that they can. Have the students stand up if they need to. I keep telling my students I much prefer for you to be in the back of the classroom stretching than sleeping in your seat.